Good morning, everybody. It's Miss Katie. I am so excited to keep talking about how Jesus' power pulls us through because today we're going to talk about something really cool. Jesus' power brings hope. And you know what can keep our eyes on hope? God sightings. Last time I asked you to keep an eye out for where God is working in the world and in your life. And well, I did that too. And here's a quick God sighting that I would like to share with you. It's not actually something that happened to me, but it's something that is going on with one of my very good friends. I have a friend who lives all the way out in St. Louis, Missouri, who has been sewing masks for people in their lives, like their family, their friends. They even sent some to me and my family. But what I think is really, really cool and a sign of God working in the world is that my friend has not only been making these masks for people that they know, but also for essential workers. The masks that they make don't have filters in them, so they can't give them to healthcare workers, but they've been giving them to people who work at grocery stores, people who work at, McDonald's, anybody who still has to go to work and interact with people. They've been trying to get these masks to them to help them so that they're able to safely go to work. I think that is really cool and a really awesome sign of God at work in the world. So that's me. But I would love for you to share your God sightings too. So how about you take turns sharing, and when you're finished, start the video back up. We don't need any supplies today, so just come back to me when you're ready. Thanks for sharing, friends. You know, where I live, there's a lot of angry and frustrated people. Maybe that's true where you live too. Some grown-ups are angry that they can't go to work to earn money to care for themselves and their families. Kids are frustrated that they can't get together with friends, play sports, or even go to school. And if you've been cooped up with your family for a few weeks, maybe things are tense at home. So let's talk about that. Here's a question for you to discuss as a family. I'm going to put it up on the screen for you. What's made you angry, frustrated, or tense during this coronavirus situation? So I'll have the question up on the screen and you can pause and just take a few minutes to discuss it. Thanks for talking about that. You know, when you're stuck or disappointed, it's easy to become frustrated or angry. And that's okay. You feel what you feel. But it's what you do when you're frustrated or angry that can really turn things around. So everyone up on your feet, it's time to shake and shimmy some of those blues away as we join some friends who figured out what to do when they're facing hard times. So go ahead and click on the link in the description or in the Facebook post to join our friends for some worship music. Whew! God gives me joy in every situation, keeps my spirits high no matter what I'm facing. That's what I want, but sometimes that's not how I feel. And I know I'm not alone. Let me tell you about some friends of Jesus, Mary, Martha, and Lazarus. You can find their true story in the Bible, the book of John, chapter 11. Lazarus got sick, and his sisters, Mary and Martha, knew that Jesus' power brings hope. And so they hoped that Jesus could heal him. They sent a messenger to find Jesus in a nearby city, and they took care of Lazarus as they waited for Jesus to arrive. But day by day, Lazarus grew weaker, and Jesus didn't come. Mary and Martha couldn't understand why. Jesus loved Lazarus, and they knew that Jesus could help. So where was he? I think that they felt... Wait, I'll show you. When I count to 3, I want you to take a deep breath and hold it. I'll let you know when it's okay to breathe again. Ready? 1, 2, 3. So I think that Mary and Martha were standing by the door, looking up the road, expecting that at any moment Jesus would appear and he'd make everything right again. But, just a minute. Just a second. Oops. Sorry. Breathe. Everybody breathe. Sorry. I got distracted and forgot about you. I think that's what Mary and Martha thought about Jesus too. That he didn't care. That he got busy, forgot about them, or didn't even notice that Lazarus was dying. So, while Mary and Martha were waiting for Jesus to come help, Lazarus died and was buried. How angry Mary and Martha must have felt. How hurt that their friend didn't come through for them. So make a tight fist like this. Make it even tighter. Hold your fist really, really tight. Think about how angry you get when people are mean to you, or how angry you are when you feel stuck or forgotten or ignored. Think about what you shared earlier when I asked what has made you angry. Dig your fingernails into your palms. Feel how tight and tense your arms are. It's really starting to hurt, isn't it? Keep holding it. Keep holding it. So back to Mary and Martha. Jesus finally showed up, and they were angry with him. They asked why he had waited so long. But Jesus didn't disappoint. Jesus went to where Lazarus was buried and had some men roll away the stone in front of his tomb. Jesus called out to Lazarus to rise from the dead. And that's what Lazarus did. That's power. And that's hope. The Bible says that Jesus wasn't late. He waited on purpose because he wanted to do something even more amazing than just heal a sick Lazarus. He wanted to raise someone from the dead. When Mary and Martha saw that Jesus' power brings hope, even when it seemed like it's too late, well, they let go of their anger and found hope instead. So relax your fist and let your hand slowly open. That's how it feels when you let go of your anger, when you look for joy and hope in every situation, when you let God lift your spirits no matter what you're facing. Maybe you know someone who's sick with the coronavirus. Maybe they've gotten better, but maybe they haven't. Maybe you've prayed that you can get back to living like you lived before the virus swept through the world. Maybe you're angry because you had a baseball tournament or a birthday party canceled because of coronavirus. And you're wondering, where is Jesus? Maybe you're a little angry because it feels like he is too late to help you. But remember this, Jesus wasn't too late for Lazarus, and he's not late answering your prayers. Jesus had a better plan when his friend Lazarus was ill. Jesus was in charge, and he's still in charge. He still has a plan, because Jesus' power brings hope. So Mary and Martha got angry, but Jesus didn't walk away from them because of their anger. Instead, he drew close and gave them hope. He'll give you hope too, and along with that hope, peace, even during quarantine. How did holding a fist remind you of how it feels to hold on to anger? How can you as a family experience letting go of anger and finding more of the hope that Jesus offers? I'm sorry, there's a bee. That was a really big bee. But even bees bring hope. But thank you for sharing your thoughts. Let's just take a few moments to see what happens when we focus on Jesus' hope. See the picture on the screen? It doesn't look like much, does it? There's 4 dots in the middle and 4 letters in the word hope. So focus on the 4 dots in the middle until I take the image down. Really stare at those dots and try to blink as little as possible. Okay, now quick, look at a blank wall. What do you see? Keep looking at the wall. It might take a few seconds. Do you see him? Do you see Jesus? When we took the time to focus on the 4 dots, which remind us of the 4 letters in the word hope, we could see Jesus. And when we take time to look for him, we'll see Jesus all around us. So how can we look for Jesus even when we're angry? Jesus' power brings hope And when we focus on the hope that he can do something even greater than what it seems like he's too late for, we'll see him at work. So I have a request for you. Would you take a few minutes and each share what you're hoping for? What is it that you hope will happen? Tell each other and then pray for what each person said. You can pause me while you do that. I can wait. So you've been keeping thankfulness journals, and it's time to fill another page. Draw things that you were hoping God would do for you that he has done. For instance, maybe you hope you'd be able to find some rolls of toilet paper, and you did. Maybe you hoped you'd have enough food during a time when you couldn't go out to buy more, and you were okay. Focus on how God's hope has come through, and that will remind you that Jesus' power brings hope. I'm going to sign off, but when the video ends, you can draw a couple of things you'd hoped for, and that you're thankful happened. But don't forget to put today's date on your paper. I'll see you guys next week. Bye-bye.